Stadia versus xCloud. Who wins? Does this sound like a headline or a video intro you've heard before? GeForce Now has probably been in that mix too, right? This will be about that, but also not. With E3 out of the way and Xbox doubling down on cloud and Game Pass, the gaming community is clearly up for a massive change sometime soon. Maybe this year, maybe the next, or maybe just some random time in the future. Hi, I'm That Plays Games, and this time I want to talk about the future of gaming. And the weather, sort of. And hey, thanks for joining me. Please take a second and like the video and subscribe to the channel. New videos and streams are quite an irregular thing around here, so don't forget to turn on the notifications for when the next one eventually comes. First of all, let's talk about the weather. The future looks cloudy. Because let's be honest, the future of gaming is sort of in the cloud. Now, it's not for everyone, obviously, but it should be clear to everyone that that is where things are heading. Stadia, GeForce Now, Microsoft Cloud, xCloud, whatever you want to call it, PlayStation Now, Luna, they're all ramping up in their own ways. Some faster than others, I suppose. And expect more players to join that race too. Facebook and Apple are both rumored to want in. And looking at the numbers, it's not hard to tell why. So let's dive a little deeper. A report from analyst firm Newzoo from May 2021 suggests there will be around 2.9 billion gamers worldwide by the end of 2021. In a similar report by them from 2020, they estimated there were around 1.3 billion gamers on PC. It's a fair assumption to say that the vast majority of these are not up for speed for the latest titles. For example, my own PC is over 8 years old. Looking at the sales figures from the new generation of consoles and the past generation combined, they rack up to about 300 million consoles sold. That is impressive. But even so, the vast majority of those are Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS4 Pro, Xbox One and Xbox One S or X. Even assuming no overlap, of which I'm sure there's plenty, that means the vast majority are mobile gamers or gamers with underpowered PCs. And a lot of people are still using the last generation of consoles. Already we're looking at a massive opportunity for cloud gaming. Add in the almost non-existing barrier to entry and cloud gaming will likely bring about even more people. Especially when it becomes available on smart TVs all over the world with no hardware required other than maybe a controller. So let us do some math. We'll begin with the 3 billion gamers we already have, including about 100 million extra from the added availability of cloud. Obviously cloud gaming isn't for everyone and it's not available anywhere. So let's remove a whopping 75% of that for now. And long term we can probably lower that number a lot, but let us use the remaining 750 million gamers as the potential market for the Game Pass Cloud, Luna, Stadia, GeForce Now and PS Now. Already this is about 250% of the market share of the current consoles. Let that sink in for a minute. Cloud gaming will likely dwarf the console sales of the current and previous generation of consoles by more than double in the years to come. Even if one platform, let's say it's Game Pass, thanks to their first-party studio and Azure Cloud backbone, were to take about 40% of the market share, that means around 300 million gamers. That still leaves another 450 million to be shared between the others. Let us assume a fairly even split. That leaves them with about 112.5 million gamers each. That is plenty of gamers to live off of for these services. In comparison, the Switch has sold about 85 million units so far and is considered a massive success. Obviously, all of this is speculation and will, if remotely accurate, take some years to pan out. Another report by Newzoo suggests cloud gaming will have about 23 million paying customers this year and generate $1.3 billion in revenue by the end of 2021. But already by 2023, they expect that number to be well over $5 billion. And after crunching these numbers, I believe we can all stop worrying that one service will win it all or that Service X will drop out of the race anytime soon. If, after let's say 5 to 10 years from now, a service is still struggling at less than 5 million paying users, then maybe one of them will drop out by then. Unless of course they're operating at a loss right now and will keep doing so and eventually run out of money. For these big dragons though, that seems quite unlikely. But for the foreseeable future, cloud gaming, including Google Stadia, Amazon Luna, GeForce Now and the rest, will be around and growing. And let's say Game Pass Cloud takes a lot of the market share, and let's say the chip shortage solves itself sometime in the future, well, it's still gonna be sticking around and growing. So no, I do not think Stadia is shutting down, I do not think Game Pass Cloud will eat the competition up. I think they will all happily coexist. They will all be winners. So yeah, thank you for watching. And if you're still here, check out some other videos on the channel. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and I have merch now. So if you like the logo or Mr. Spacebear and want to support the channel financially, you can get some swag with it on it through Redbubble. Link is in the description. See you in the next one.
Perfectly passable storytelling I won't lie, there were moments that dragged, but you really got me with that ending.
It's not over yet. Not by a long shot.